Tom Selleck is a name that almost everyone who has watched television in the last few decades knows. From the iconic Hawaiian shirts of Magnum PI to the serious but caring presence of Frank Reagan in Blue Bloods, Selleck has built a career that has spanned decades and left a mark on television history. But behind the fame, awards, and glamorous Hollywood lifestyle, Tom Selleck's story is one of persistence, dedication, and the influence of mentors who shaped not just his career, but the kind of man he became. Born in 1945 in Detroit, Michigan, Tom's early life was far from the world of cameras and lights. His family was not wealthy, and like many families of that era, they moved in search of better opportunities. Tom grew up in Sherman Oaks, California, a suburb in Southern California that gave him the chance to play sports and dream big. From a young age, he loved basketball and thought his future might be on the court. He eventually went to the University of Southern California, joining their basketball team, the USC Trojans, while studying business. Acting was not on his mind, and in many ways, it seemed like a distant possibility. But life has a way of guiding people in unexpected directions. A drama teacher at USC noticed something in Tom, encouraging him to try acting. He took a few classes, appeared in commercials including the popular Pepsi ads of the 1960s, and slowly began to understand that he enjoyed being in front of a camera. His charm, tall frame, and good looks helped, but it was his dedication and willingness to learn that allowed him to start a career that would become legendary. His first years as an actor were not easy. He appeared in various TV shows in the 1960s and 1970s, often in small roles that required patience and learning. Shows like The Dating Game and The Rockford Files were stepping stones that helped him gain experience and meet influential people in Hollywood. It was during this time that he met James Garner, a meeting that would have a lasting impact on Tom's life. Garner, already a respected and well-known actor, became more than a colleague. He became a mentor and a friend. He showed Tom how to navigate Hollywood with integrity, teaching him lessons that would influence both his career choices and his personal life for decades to come. Tom Selleck's career took a significant turn in 1980 when he was cast as Thomas Magnum in the CBS show Magnum PI. This role was a defining moment that transformed him into a household name. With his signature mustache, a colorful collection of Hawaiian shirts, and the cool Ferrari sports car, Magnum became one of the most memorable TV characters of the 1980s. The show lasted 8 seasons and earned Tom both an Emmy Award and a Golden Globe, recognizing not only his talent, but also the way he brought a mix of toughness, humor, and relatability to the screen. Fans loved the character because he was not just a detective solving crimes. He was also warm, funny, and human. The success of Magnum PI opened doors to other opportunities in Hollywood, including movies like 3 Men and a Baby, which showcased his ability to handle comedy in addition to action roles. He also appeared in westerns such as Quigley Down Under, proving that his style could fit the classic Hollywood traditions as well. Tom's career was a balance between evolving with the industry and remaining true to the qualities that made him successful in the first place. This balance was mirrored in his personal life. Tom's relationships and family choices reveal the man behind the camera. From 1971 to 1982, he was married to Jacqueline Ray, a model with her own public profile. During their marriage, Tom legally adopted her son Kevin Shepard, showing his commitment to family and responsibility. Kevin went on to find his own path in music, becoming a professional drummer in the band Tonic, yet he benefited from the strong foundation and support Tom provided during his formative years. After his divorce from Jacqueline, Tom met Jill Joan Mack, a British actress and dancer, while in London attending the musical Cats. Their connection was immediate, and they married in 1987. Together, they had their only child, Hannah Margaret Selleck, in 1988. Unlike many children of Hollywood stars, Hannah pursued her own path in competitive horse riding, representing her family with dedication and skill. The Selleck family lives on a 60-acre avocado ranch in Hidden Valley near Thousand Oaks, California, a place that once belonged to the legendary Dean Martin. Tom has often spoken about the value of this land, not as a luxury, but as a place to work, stay grounded, and enjoy a simple life away from Hollywood's intense spotlight. From maintaining the ranch to overseeing the avocado trees and clearing land, Tom finds a practical satisfaction in physical work that balances the challenges of his career. Even at the age of 80, Tom Selleck continues to reflect on the influences that shaped him, and none more so than James Garner. Unlike many actors who remain silent about the mentors in their lives, Tom has chosen to openly share how much Garner meant to him. He admired Garner long before they ever worked together, inspired by his performance in the 1950s TV show Maverick. Garner's combination of humor, charm, and authenticity was unlike the typical tough or stoic characters of the era. Meeting Garner on set was intimidating at first, but Garner's warmth, humility, and generosity quickly put Tom at ease. The lessons Garner imparted were not only about acting, they were about maintaining one's integrity, staying grounded in an industry often consumed by ego, and choosing to be a kind and respectful person even when success was tempting him to do otherwise. Tom has repeatedly credited Garner for teaching him how to survive in Hollywood without losing himself, offering guidance that went far beyond the technical aspects of acting. From managing fame to making family life a priority, Garner provided a model that Tom could follow, and this influence has left a lasting impression on his career and personal choices. Their friendship represents more than professional mentorship. It's a story of mutual respect, shared humor, and support during both challenging and successful times. Tom's reflections at age 80 offer a rare glimpse into the personal values and experiences that helped him sustain one of the longest careers in television history. Tom Selleck's story is more than a Hollywood biography. It is a lesson in dedication, humility, and the impact of meaningful mentorship. By speaking openly about James Garner at 80, Tom is giving fans insight into the relationships that shaped his life. Garner's legacy, characterized by authenticity, warmth, and respect for others, has influenced not just the roles Tom chose, but the way he approached his life as a father, husband, and friend. This story resonates today because it reminds us that success is not only about fame or awards, but about the principles we carry, the people we respect, and the care we show to others in the process. For viewers and readers alike, Tom Selleck's reflections encourage admiration not only for his talent on screen, but also for his character off it. Even as he continues to act in shows like Blue Bloods, the lessons he learned from James Garner remain central to his life. From the early days in Detroit to the bright lights of Hollywood, to the quiet work on his avocado ranch, Tom's life is a testament to perseverance, integrity, and the lasting value of friendships that guide us through life's challenges. Tom Selleck's story begins in Detroit, Michigan in 1945, during a time when the country was recovering from World War II. His family was not wealthy, and like many families of that era, they sought opportunities that would offer a better life. Eventually, the Sellecks moved to Sherman Oaks, California, a quiet suburb in Southern California that allowed young Tom to grow up with space to play, explore, and dream. From an early age, he loved sports, particularly basketball. The game taught him discipline, teamwork, and resilience, qualities that would serve him well later in his career. Tom had aspirations of becoming a professional basketball player, and he pursued that dream with commitment. He attended the University of Southern California, joining the USC Trojans basketball team while also studying business. He enjoyed sports and he enjoyed learning about the world of business, but acting was not something he had considered seriously at that point in his life. Life, however, had other plans. A drama teacher at USC noticed something in Tom that went beyond his athletic talent. The teacher suggested he try acting, encouraging him to take classes and see where it might lead. Initially, Tom was hesitant, unsure if he had the personality or talent to succeed in the entertainment industry. Nevertheless, he took the advice to heart. He enrolled in drama classes, learning the basics of acting and performance. Around the same time, he started appearing in commercials, including a series of popular Pepsi ads in the 1960s. These small but meaningful experiences revealed to Tom that he enjoyed performing. Being in front of the camera was exciting, and he discovered a natural charm and charisma that drew audiences' attention. Though he was still developing his craft, these early steps laid the foundation for a career that would eventually make him a household name. The early years of Tom's acting career were filled with challenges, as is the case for most aspiring actors. He appeared in a number of television shows in the late 1960s and 1970s, often in small roles that required patience and perseverance. Shows like The Dating Game and The Rockford Files offered him opportunities to learn about the craft, the business, and the workings of Hollywood. During this period, Tom also had the life-changing experience of meeting James Garner, who would become not just a professional mentor, but a personal friend and guide. Garner's influence went beyond acting techniques. He taught Tom how to navigate Hollywood with integrity, showing him that talent alone was not enough to sustain a career in the long term. Tom's respect and admiration for Garner were immediate, and their bond grew over time, eventually shaping the man and the actor Tom would become. These years also included moments of disappointment, such as auditioning for major film roles that he ultimately could not take on. One famous example was Raiders of the Lost Arkansas. Tom auditioned for the lead role of Indiana Jones, a character that would become iconic in the 1980s. Although both George Lucas and Steven Spielberg were impressed with him, Tom was unable to accept the part because of commitments to other projects. While this could have been a setback, it illustrates an important part of Tom Selleck's career, his focus on consistency, commitment, and professionalism. He understood that opportunities sometimes come at a cost, and that staying true to existing responsibilities can be just as important as chasing fame. These early experiences, successes, rejections, mentorship, and personal growth formed a complex and rich foundation that prepared Tom for the breakthrough role that would change everything. The turning point in Tom Selleck's career came in 1980 when he was cast as Thomas Magnum in Magnum PI. This role would become iconic, defining his career and solidifying his status as one of television's most recognizable stars. Magnum was a private investigator living in Hawaii, and Tom's portrayal brought warmth, humor, toughness, and charm to the character. The combination of his signature mustache, colorful Hawaiian shirts, and a red Ferrari sports car made him visually memorable, but it was his ability to make the character feel human and relatable that truly captivated audiences. Magnum PI ran for 8 successful seasons, and Tom's performance earned him prestigious awards, including an Emmy and a Golden Globe. These accolades were not just recognition of talent. They reflected his ability to breathe life into a character that could balance adventure with emotional depth. While the show was entertaining, it also revealed Tom's understanding of the subtle craft of acting. He understood that audiences respond not only to action and suspense, but to authenticity. Fans connected with Thomas Magnum because he was clever and brave, but also vulnerable and funny. This mix of traits made the character memorable decades later, with many fans still citing Magnum as one of television's greatest detectives. Tom's ability to maintain this balance between charm, humor, and relatability demonstrates a level of skill that goes beyond simply following a script. It requires intuition, timing, and a deep understanding of human behavior, all qualities that Tom cultivated over years of practice and learning from mentors like James Garner. The success of Magnum PI also opened doors to feature films and other projects. Tom demonstrated versatility, transitioning between comedy and action effortlessly. Films like 3 Men and a Baby showcased his comedic timing, while westerns such as Quigley Down Under highlighted his appreciation for classic Hollywood storytelling. This ability to adapt to different genres is part of what has allowed Tom to sustain a career that spans decades. Each role built upon the lessons he learned from early rejections, mentorship, and personal reflection, creating a career defined not by chance, but by careful choices and steady growth. While Tom Selleck's career flourished on screen, his personal life remained just as significant to him, though often quieter and more private. From 1971 to 1982, Tom was married to Jacqueline Ray, a model who had made a name for herself in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Their marriage lasted over a decade, and during that time, Tom made a choice that would reveal his character far more than any Hollywood role. He legally adopted Jacqueline's young son, Kevin Shepard. Kevin had been born in 1966 from a previous relationship, and Tom stepped into the role of father with dedication and care. The decision to adopt Kevin was not merely symbolic. It reflected Tom's commitment to family stability and responsibility, even as his acting career was beginning to demand more of his time. Kevin grew up surrounded by the excitement and challenges of Hollywood, witnessing firsthand the dedication and work ethic that Tom brought to his craft. Despite the allure of the entertainment world, Kevin was guided by a supportive stepfather who emphasized the importance of personal responsibility, discipline, and the freedom to pursue one's own passions. Later in life, Kevin followed a path into music, becoming a professional drummer and achieving success as part of the rock band Tonic. His accomplishments were supported by the strong foundation Tom helped provide, a foundation built not only on financial stability but on encouragement, guidance, and a quiet, consistent presence during Kevin's formative years. After his divorce from Jacqueline Ray, Tom's personal life took a new turn, leading him